On the banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. We've reached week 9 of the EA Sports college football season. Contenders, pretenders, starting to separate. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Tennessee Volunteers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Rebels ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looking for space. It's Bishop. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the left side. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and short, they'll give it to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Grab behind the line. It's Davis. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're past.
Oh, out of space. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee! Breaks the ground right along the back of the end zone. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
I mean, what a great way to start this game. Getting the football in the end zone, getting it to your big play wide receiver. Nice job by this offense.
Yeah, David, it just seems like this offense came out with a sense of urgency, right? They're playing with great energy, and it seemed like everything they dialed up on that drive worked perfectly.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. This offense has it with really good field position. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to throw, it's Chambliss. Out wide right, it's Odom. Touchdown, Rebels. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
Tennessee, 0.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Chambliss. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeps it moving. It's Bishop. All over him immediately.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Second and long here. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Left side, it's Matthews. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Vols will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Moving out to the right. The throw. Right side, it's Lacey. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. On the move. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Fresh set of downs going up top. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Chambliss. Lets it go. Gets a hand in there.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you could tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Alexander. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on...
There he goes! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And he added the extra point. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Going with the ground game left. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Out wide right, it's Staley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Volunteers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's looking to pass. Left side is Bishop. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Right side, it's Jackson. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Going to take a shot. Touchdown, Volunteers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Here's the return from inside his 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Back to throw, it's Chambliss. Looking down the middle. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. So here is the Tennessee offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling.
Caught, and he's got room. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Caught. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Long way to go on 2nd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Chambliss. Fires to the right. It's caught. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. The Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Moves to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Matthews. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss and move the chains.
That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rushes on. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Got him quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Volunteers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look.
Here we go. Ready. Red 54. Red 54. Q. Go.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Moves the pocket. It's Chambliss. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second and long here. On the ground with the counter. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. One more snap coming before halftime. Quarterback keeper. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We begin with FIU. Taking on the number 20 team, the Liberty Flames. And it's FIU coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Caught, it's Cook. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. Drops back. It's Chambliss. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Follows his blocks. It's Lacey. Could be an alley. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Man, we talked about this guy coming to the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Quarterback will keep it.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Right side, it's Odom. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Rebels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll throw on 3rd down. Out wide right, it's Bishop. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like...
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells to run. Wants to pass. Right side, it's Odom. Breaks into the open. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Man, this tight end, he is like a receiver once he has the ball, isn't he? He's so elusive. He can make people miss. He's got some wiggle, and he's got some speed. This defense, they have their hands full trying to bring this guy down.
They were all over it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on fourth down. Snapped on fourth down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the ground game. Maybe a crease. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Right back to it. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll take it himself. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Looking downfield, it's Chambliss. Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Got a first down. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
The Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Cunningham. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Rebels in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains.
And I feel like this defense is starting to get in a rhythm and starting to feel it, right? You've seen him take off, have some success, and you know if nothing's open, he wants to run. Defense kind of locked in, didn't give up a big play there. They're kind of dialed into what's going on.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on fourth down again. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And they tacked on the extra point. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Making the adjustment. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Matthews. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. I know you want to take what the defense gives you, but if this lets it fly. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Bishop. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Vols want to move quickly.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage.
Shakes a man, and he might take off. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
Booster.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Bishop. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. From the gun, it's Bishop. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. They'll run rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. On a little time, lets it go. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll try to run it in. Nowhere to go. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's changing the play. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
He wants to throw it. They're all over him. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They marched 56 yards to the end zone. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Defense in press coverage. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got the first down. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Might as well give it to him again. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. To the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he won't make it to the marker. Stonewalled for the second straight play. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Little bit of uncertainty there. Play clock down to 4, and they'll call a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Using his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.